Good morning. Welcome back to Nick Can't Game, or Can He? Today we're heading back into City of Heroes Homecoming, back into Paragon City with our heroine, Star Caesar. And as always, if you enjoy these videos that I make, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bells here on YouTube. I do appreciate the time you spend with me watching these videos, and I thank you. And now let's get into the game. Game client was unable to connect to the login server. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, something went screwy with the graphics here. Let's get this. Graphics. Looks right. Okay. Contact. Let's head over to Aaron and start the next part of the Atlas Park saga. And these little robots here are part of the clockwork. We will learn more about them in future episodes as we progress through the city storyline. Okay, slightly back up. And here is Aaron. What do you have for us, Aaron? Hello, Star Caesar. I am Aaron Theory, a scientist in the illustrious group known as Sarah. Habashi has informed me of your work to push back the chaos in Atlas. I have some information that may prove particularly useful for you, as this is going to be something that's more important than my previous experiments. I have left my labs to work with you in the field, as they say. Shall we get to work? Yes, Aaron, we shall. Reason to Fight, Part 1, The Tide. Matthew Habashi has informed me about what you know, which is that Arachnos has been trying to destabilize the area of Atlas. An interesting idea, to say the least, attacking the heart of a city of heroes. I've been keeping my eye on peculiar events. I believe I know where we may be able to strike to prevent Arachnos from attaining its goal of total dominion over Atlas Park. What do you know, Aaron? There has been a large gathering of Hellions in the northern part of Argosy Industrial. The area was once the center of industrial work in Paragon, but that honor has since gone to Independence Port. But mostly empty warehouses there are now being used by the Hellions. I've deduced that it's highly possible the Hellions are setting the stage for Arachnos to use those warehouses for some sort of invasion. I would suggest a full-out attack on the Hellions to prevent this from happening. Sounds good. Let's bust up some Hellions. Oops. First, let's clear these bars out of my way. Heal up real quick. And we've got 10 more Arachnos agents to beat up. Let's grab a rage to make our attacks just a little bit stronger. Okay. 4 more Arachnos to beat up. Let's see if there are any more back this way. And it looks like we ran right by one. Two more to go. One more to go. Clue found, back to Aaron. This is a very intriguing turn of events. It seems my calculations were off about the Arachnos incursion. I believed your efforts in Atlas would deter them, but it seems it only served to fuel their anger to begin their invasion. Very curious. I believe this will be the time where your true work will be put to the test. Do you believe you have the abilities to help push back the Arachnos attack? Yes, I do. Part 2. Commander. Arachnos will not stop until they've taken over all of Atlas. The situation is somewhat dire, you could say. Most of the Freedom Phalanx are currently unable to help fight, whether it's due to the issues in Galaxy City or with threats by the Praetorians, which is a group of enemies you will encounter in the later stages of the game. The fate of Atlas is left in the hands of heroes such as yourself. Our goal will have to be to find where the main base of Arachnos is and strike at it. We'll have to go after their leaders then. Correct. In order to find out where they are staging their attack from, we must strike down their higher ranking individuals, their commanders. I would suggest you go out and take the fight to them. It's possible we may find information on them regarding the location of their main headquarters, or at the very least, a method by which they are communicating with each other. Okay. Really? I have a feeling I'll be taking those down those pylons as soon as I finish with these commanders. Really? 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 Okay. Find the hidden explosives, which conveniently are out here and glowing. Oh, really? Where did that? It's a good thing you stopped the bombing plaza. It seems so that we are no further to finding out where the Arachnos base is. There are a few heroes who have answered the call to hellfire of Arachnos, but still many who have refused to. Many believe they are not good enough to make a difference. It's unreasonable, really. to believe that just because you have super abilities that you are a superhero. And because of that, we find ourselves in our current situation. Let's see what you can do to get us out of it. Part 3. Chance to make things different. Did you by chance see large Arachnos pylons? I received some data from Matthew Habashi that these pylons are being used as a method of communication. Arachnos sends their data through the numerous pylons in order to hide exactly where their data center is located. It's reasonable then to assume that if enough of these pylons are destroyed, we will be able to predict with greater accuracy where the main Arachnos base is. And just how many of these need to be destroyed? According to my predictions, I would say 3. There are several other heroes working on tracking down the location, as well as taking down the pylons. But you, Star Caesar, are on the forefront of it. I will let Matthew Habashi know to contact me when the scientists at Seraph and the agents at the FBSA have pinpointed the location of the Arachnos base. One down, 2 to go. Okay, who's attacking me? One to go. With the last pylon destroyed, you almost instantly receive a message from Matthew Habashi. He sounds as if he's running. Star Caesar, Matthew here. I know I was supposed to message Theory, but, well, I never really liked that guy. Listen, we've got to feed on where the base is. It's the same one where they're keeping my wife. They said it has a ton of security, too much for one person to overcome, which is why I'm going in there first. They'll be too preoccupied in figuring out what to do with a lone FBSA agent to notice you breaking down the doors. This is my chance, Star Caesar. My chance to make things right and save my wife. Just, well, if I die, make sure you save her. You're not dying today, Matthew. This is unexpected. Who would have thought a normal man like Matthew Havishi would run off to do something so brave? I definitely did not believe it would happen. Yes, it is no surprise that the Arachnos base would be heavily fortified. This is their main method of conducting this invasion. I suppose it makes sense for them to keep their prisoners there as well. Havishi's plan could just work. Arachnos would be pleased to get their hands on an FBSA agent, enough that they would lower their guard, focusing on bringing him in. That would be the time for you to strike. Finale. One man's savior, one city's hero. I received the exact location of where the Arachnos base is. The FBSA has confirmed Matthew Havishi has gone MIA. I can only assume he's currently within the bowels of the base. I would hurry if I were you. Havishi plans on using his position in the FBSA as leverage, hoping they will keep him alive long enough for you to arrive. But I do not believe that will work. And why wouldn't that work? Arachnos already has an agent on the inside. It's how they were able to get into Atlas Park so easily. It's also how they know about the meteor strike in Galaxy City. Arachnos was in Galaxy mere minutes after the meteors hit. That is no coincidence, Star Caesar. And Arachnos is not so well organized that they could pull it off themselves. Someone within one of the organizations is helping them, and that is why Matthew Havishi will die, if you do not hurry, that is. Oh, I'm gonna hurry. And he's not dying. Time to storm an Arachnos base. We travel through numerous corridors in this warehouse before ending up within this Arachnos base, embedded deep beneath the streets of Paragon City. And why does this keep moving? Okay. Got turned around. This is a very dark base. Hard to see where I'm going. That's probably the point. Really? There's Dana. Where's Matt? Is he behind one of these doors? Oh, stop it. Where is Matthew? I don't see him here. Is he down at the other end of the building that I just came from? Elevators. That explains it. You cannot enter. Okay, where is he? No, not up there. Where the heck is Matthew? Door, door, door. Is he on the ground somewhere? Oh, wait. There he is. Hey, Star Caesar. Man, you're sure a sight for sore eyes. And boy, are my eyes sore. And my chest, my legs. Basically, sort of everything is hurting really bad. Looks like the plan worked out pretty well, huh? You did a brave thing, Matthew. Not a lot of people would have tried that. Thanks, Star Caesar. Looks like we're both on the same page with this thing, huh? I think I earned some major points with the wife for doing this. Ha. Ha ha. There's no time to rest now. I'll be fine. You've got to go after them all. It's Aaron Theory. He betrayed us all. He was the one helping Arachnos all this time. Theory? He was the one who told me about the mole. I don't know what he's up to, why he betrayed us. He even told Arachnos that he wouldn't be coming. It's like he wants you to succeed or something. But he told Arachnos all about our weaknesses, when we'd be vulnerable. He even told him to hold off on my execution for a few more minutes. And it was just in time for you to get here. You've got to find him, Star Caesar. Find out what he's up to. I'll handle this, Matthew. Don't you worry. Okay. Is he back by the elevators now? Yes, he is. Caesar, I was wondering when you would arrive. Alright, Theory. Spill. Star Caesar, I assume you saved Habashi. Given you're here now, I also assume he told you that he saw me. I asked him to spare Habashi's life While a coward for most of his life, Havishi took a stand due to the example you set for him, and so I decided to leave his life intertwined with your choice. Had you decided not to show up or were killed, then he too would have been killed. In a few moments, the commander in charge will show up to fight you. You will soundly defeat him, bringing an end to all this, and returning Atlas to his former peace. Why? Why did you do all this, Theory? The heroes in this city became too complacent, Star Caesar. Too many left crimes unanswered, believing it was beneath them. Too many simply went about living their lives as if they were normal, when they were not, when they had responsibilities to the people. The heroes of this city needed to be shaken back awake, to realize their true role in life. The destruction of Galaxy helped with this, but still, heroes in Atlas continued in their complacency. There needed to be a strike to the heart, and so here we are. You had no right to do all of this, and so you think you're the good guy by joining Arachnos? I do not believe I'm the good guy in this situation. Arachnos was a means to an end, a method to help wake up the heroes of this city, to remind them of their true calling. Heroes will remember for some time that they must always be vigilant, that no part of the city is completely safe. They will stand and protect others, putting their own petty views or laziness behind them. And you yourself have become a product of this. If it were not for the destruction of Galaxy, for the Arachnos intervention, would you have been stirred to action, to use your abilities for the good of mankind? I would have helped, Theory, regardless of the situation. Perhaps, Star Caesar, that is what makes you stand out from the others. But many started out just like you, I'm sure, eyes full of wonder, your heart bursting with desire to save the cities, the state, the country, the world. But how many times can you do this? Once? Twice? It will eventually wear down on you, and you will give in to apathy, like so many others before you. And then, someone like myself will come along and help reawaken you. I have, Star Caesar, one final request for you. You? You have a request for me? Kill me. What I have done is unforgivable. I do not deserve to live in the same world as these people, not after what I've helped trigger. It's not true justice if I survive and all the innocent die. Deliver the final call of justice to me and seal your role as a hero, Star Caesar. No, you'll pay for your crimes like all the others. Arrest Theory. Goodbye, Arachnos. Okay, what is our clue? You defeated Arbiter Meston, the man who was leading the attack. As he fell, he threatened you with these words. Arbiters are the hand, the will of Lord Recluse. An attack on an arbiter is an attack on Lord Recluse himself. You will not live long enough to regret what you've done today. Bring it, sucker. Bring it. Okay. And now, just back to the plaza to speak to Matthew. Looks like everything worked out okay, huh, Star Caesar? Alice Park is safe from Arachnos, I'm alive, and I just might have saved my marriage by doing something I didn't think I would classify as stupidly brave. I'm happy that Aaron Thievery is going to spend a very long time rotting in the darkest part of the Zig. I might even go visit him, just to spite him. What plans do you have for yourself now, Star Caesar? After the whole, saving Alice Park from the brink of destruction against Arachnos? I'm going to continue to fight crime. The fight isn't over yet, and I'm a hero. That's what we do. You're right, Star Caesar. That I have no doubt of. Even now, King's Row could probably use your help. But hey, keep in touch, alright? I like to think we sort of become friends in all this. Hopefully you won't have to come bail me out of any more problems. I'll keep in touch, Matthew. Take care of yourself. And you can see here the civilians do react to the things that you do. Because we just had a civilian walk by saying that they hope someone comes up with an action figure of us. And in the meantime, it's time to level up. And probably sell some of these expired enhancements. Train to a new level of power. We get 2 new enhancement slots and room for 10 more items in our auction inventory. Alright. Put an enhancement slot in Blazing Arrow. And put 1 in Stamina. Shauna Stockwell is looking for heroes in King's Row. Yep, we'll be there. We have one more thing to do here in Atlas, and that's the Twin Shot character. But first I gotta sell all this stuff that's in my inventory. You found an exploration badge. Collecting 10 exploration badges will unlock the long-range teleporter, which will allow you to teleport to any zone you have collected an exploration badge from. Find more exploration badges by defeating enemies in outdoor zones and following the tips that they drop. Okay, let's get to selling. All this stuff that's expired. Okay. And I gotta take a call real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. That was quicker than I thought. Alright, let's see what this character. Okay. Welcome to Start, your premier source for quality metahuman merchandise. How can I help you today? Tell me about your merchandise. Widest range of metahuman products available on the market today. Latest tech, timeless magical artifacts, serums and implants, weapons to suit any fighting style, you name it, and we probably have it. Okay, show me what you got. Prestige enhancements. Temporary powers. You know, we'll come back to this in the next video. Some of this stuff could probably be very, very useful. Yeah, we're definitely going to come back to this in the next video. In the meantime, this is where we close out. Quit to desktop. And there's our game for the day. Our time in Atlas Park. Saving the area yet again. Capturing a spy inside one of the heroic equivalents of the city's organizations. And reuniting a man with his wife. I thank you for spending this time with me. I love you all. I appreciate you very, very much. Take my love with you everywhere you go. I'll see you again very soon. And remember to be good to each other. It's the highest calling in all the world. Show each other kindness, compassion, mercy, and love. Have a great day.